Hey guys, and welcome back to the Detailing Space. As you've already seen on the title and the thumbnail, we're down here at Gtechniq in Northampton today. We're going to be taking a look at the new coating XO V5. It's been out about 9 months now, I think, maybe 6 months. We're going to be coating this car. We're not going to top it up, so those who remember, who've been watching a long time, we took this down to Kelly at KDS about 2 years ago, applied Crystal Serum Ultra and XO V4, and that's lasted about 18 months. The XO V4, Crystal Serum Ultra, is the base coat, which will last a fair amount of time longer. Anyway, first of all, what we need to do is give this car a quick wash. We'll get it inside and then we'll talk more about XO V5. Whew. So that's the car all wash. We've just brought it inside into the detailing bay, dried it and gave it a panel wipe. I did all the decon and polishing prep a couple of days ago back home. So yeah, we're going to now talk to Lee, the senior formulation chemist here at Gtechniq, and talk about what's different with XO V5 compared to previous versions.
So we're going to be applying XO V5 here today. So the main differences between XO V5 and previous versions, namely V4, are that one of the things we looked at was to reduce the surface free energy. So that's a very fancy way of saying that we're stopping things sticking to it. It's the exact same principle as a non-stick frying pan. So by doing that, any dirt, contamination is going to find it harder to stick to the surface, and it's going to be much easier to remove when you come to wash the car. That's also the reason you see water beading, because when you reduce the surface energy, the surface tension of the water pulls it away from the surface into a sphere, because there's not enough energy on the surface to make it wet out. A few of the other things we built into the formulation was, this is classified as a composite coating. So this actually keys in deeper into the paint and reacts with the paint itself. You get a couple of effects from this, and one of them is that at a microscopic level, any paint or coating's gonna, it looks like a crumpet essentially. It's full of holes and little pores that will fill up with dirt and any grease or oils that you get on your car, and that's very hard to remove. So with a composite coating, as with V5, that is much denser and it has far fewer holes in it. So we actually looked at this with a bit of equipment called a scan electron microscope, which is a very high-end bit of equipment to actually look at the microscopic layer, only a micron thickness, that is much denser than previous versions. Also, that was the performance and functionality side of things. We also looked at the application side, because we didn't want this to be difficult to apply. So as well as reducing the surface free energy, increasing the cleanability, reducing the porosity, we also have made it much slicker, so it's much nicer to apply, and also it's now a one coat system. So previously V4 you had to do 2 coats to get the full durability. Now one coat of V5 is going to give you a higher level of performance than one coat of V4 did.
Thanks Lee for explaining the advancements of XO V5, the new features and all of that good stuff. So really looking forward to applying that to this car later on. So once again, thanks very much to Gtechniq for having me down here and applying some XO V5 onto here. If you want to pick up a bottle of this, you can get it direct from Gtechniq, or you can check our friends over at Clean and Shine. I'll put links for that in the description below. Anyway, it's getting to lunchtime now and I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm going to get something to eat and then we'll apply a coat to the car. Right, so there we go then, that's the car all coated now. So a huge thanks once again for Gtechniq for having me down here. Thanks to the guys helping me out, Dom and Lee for explaining. So yeah, first impressions then, XO-V5, much easier to use than the V4. Not that that was difficult to use, but this is so much easier. Obviously when you're applying any ceramic coating, you wait for the flashing off and it goes rainbowy, but with this stuff it bubbles up. These guys keep saying it's spitting out, and it's easy, it's a great visual guide as to when to level down the ceramic coating, and then with a second microfiber just buff off any remaining. So yeah, nice and easy to use. You only need to use one coat as well if you've already got an existing base such as Crystal Serum Ultra. Otherwise you can layer it up with 2 coats. But anyway, that's enough for today. So once again, thanks for Gtechniq for having me down here. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel either, we've got an icon just up here that you can click now to subscribe. I'll put a couple of videos down below that we think you might enjoy. So until next time, have fun detailing. Boom.